Hi, welcome to another video tutorial on Python. Today I'm going to be going through how to perform basic mathematical operations on variables and how to then use the math library to perform things like square roots. And I'll refer to the math library documentation in my description because that is fairly easy to understand, and it contains a full list of all the um, different functions that you could use from the math library there, and I think it would be rather tedious if I went through all of them in this video. I'll just give you some examples of the rather more important ones, such as the square root function that you'll use a lot. Okay, so let's start off then by defining some variables. So I'm going to say a equals, say, 50, b equals, say, 10, and I'm going to have a total and say that's a plus b, and then I'm going to print out my total. So str total, and if I run this program I'll get the output 60. So you can see it's added together 50 and 10 and printed out the total. So that's how we add together numbers in Python. So to subtract two numbers, let's have some different numbers in here. Let's have 3 and say 20. We can just change this to a minus sign and run that program, and it will give us the correct answer of 17. Okay, so we can multiply two numbers together as well. So let's say have some different numbers, 25 and 5, say, and run that, and it's given us the correct answer of 125. And let's say I wanted to divide two numbers, and for this I'm going to have to change the data type of my variable. So up till now I've been using integers, and obviously I'm going to want my answer to 5 divided by 2 because it's not going to be a whole number. I'm going to want it to print it out as a decimal. So to do this I just say float and just convert my inputs to floats. And then put a slash in there to say I want to divide the two numbers, and then run that, and I get the correct answer of 2.5 printed out there. Right, now we've seen all the basic operations that Python can do, just like any usual calculator that you may have. I'm now going to import the math library, so I'm just going to type import math, and this is a built-in math module that will allow you to perform things like square roots, trigonometric functions, logarithmic functions, and also some special functions. It also contains a few constants, so we've got pi and e in there. So let's say we wanted to, I'll just quickly show you how to use pi. So if I wanted to print out pi to the available level of precision, I'd do math.pi and then convert that to a string first so I can print it out. And if I run that code, I get pi to the available number of decimal places. I can also do the same with e. So e, I can run that and I get e correct 2.7, etc. to the correct number of decimal places. Okay, let's do something a bit more useful then with square roots. Let's say we had a equals 2. We can perform the square root of 2, so let's say square root equals math dot square root, like that. So put in our variable a there, So square root there. If we print out square root, we get the square root of 2, just like that. Now you could also do some trig functions, so if I wanted the cosine of a number, I can just say cosine, that's just my variable, equals math dot cos a. So if I print out cosine here, it will give me the cosine of 2 in radians. So let's print that out. Yep, so that's given me the cosine of 2 in radians. And I can also do some things like log functions. So if I wanted to, say, do the natural log of 2, I can use, so I can call my variable say natural log, and I can just write math.log, and it's got 2 parameters here, and what you can do is specify your variable that you're going to use, and then you see I've got comma base there, and if you wanted to do the log of a particular base, you can put the base in there. So if you want to do the log of base 2, you can put your number in there, so if it was 2 you would type 2 in there, and your base there would be 2. But if you wanted to just do the natural log of a number, you just leave that base blank. So you just type the number that you want to do the natural log of, so a. Now I'm going to print out str natural log, and it gives me the natural log of 2. Okay, that was just a quick introduction into how to use some of the basic math functions that you've got in Python, and then the math module. I'll link to the math module documentation in the description of the video so you can have a look at all the available functions there. I've just got a quick challenge for you to do to test your skills and see how far you can get with this. So first of all, you need to create 3 variables storing 3 numbers of your choice. Then perform the following operation on them. So you need to add the 2 numbers together, take the square root of the result and times it by 3. Okay, and then you're going to print out the answer. So I'll just give you a moment to pause the video, and then you can try that out for yourself. Okay, welcome back if you had a go. So let's see how we can approach this then. So I'm going to create my 3 variables first, A, B, C, and let's say I had 10, 20, and maybe 5, and first of all I'm going to want to add my 2 numbers together. This is just one way you could approach this. I could say add equals A plus B, and then next I'm going to want to take the square root of that, so I could say root equals math dot square root of add, and then I'm actually going to want to make all these numbers floating points. Okay, like that. And then I'm going to times it by 3. So I'm going to do times 3 equals root times 3, and then that's our result times 3 there. So I can print the result out here. So print, and then I've got to print that as a convert that as a string, so I can print that out. And then that, if we run that code, I get 16.432. That's to 2 decimal places. So that's just an introduction into mathematical functions in Python, and that little challenge at the end, just to make sure you've understood it all. In my next tutorial video, I'm going to be going through how to take a user input and do some mathematics on it, like we were using the maths we learned in this video, and print that out to the screen. So a bit of interactivity there. Okay, thank you for watching.